What's up, everybody? Welcome to Diamond Owl Studios, the #1 place for music reactions. I'm your host, Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. We are back with another reaction just for you.
That's right, we are back. Tell them what we're listening to today, Diamond Don.
So today we're going to dive into Michael Jackson's Super Bowl halftime show.
Bloop. Yep. Dude, and we're freshly coming off Super Bowl Sunday. Today's Tuesday, a couple days after, and we just
We
watched...
needed a palate cleanser. Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. The Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show,
It was fine.
did I enjoy it personally? It was cool. I thought it was good, but I'm not really a fan of the music. Did people that I know and care about enjoy it? Hell yeah, and that's what matters to me, you know? But we have to go back to one of the classic Super Bowl performances.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's like at the end of the day, I don't have any connection to his music. So it's not like I can sit there and be like, oh, this is amazing. Because there's literally just like, I didn't understand it for one thing. You know what I mean? And then for two, I really don't know his songs. So it's not like I'm throwing shade. It just simply is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have no emotional connection to it. So it's like, oh, this is cool. It's a cool performance. I thought it was fun the way that they arranged the setting. You know, it was kind of cool with the sugar cane and everything. I mean,
and I do think it's cool, like getting tribute to, a lot, like he gave tribute to all the other countries, and I do think that's cool. I think, and we might get some hate on this video for this, but I do think that I don't even know if we should get into this, but I do think the Kid Rock performance is just fucking silly. Like he lip synced the whole thing. Like it's fucking Kid Rock. Like who actually likes Kid Rock?
I saw a little clip of it, and yeah, that's just ridiculous. I feel like one of the things about this performance is that he was a worldwide star, Michael Jackson, right? So it brought people from all over the globe together. I think I read a comment about this the other day that it was saying this is like one of the only halftime shows ever where the halftime show got more views than the Super Bowl.
I believe it.
Yeah, and it makes total sense, right? And so one of the things about our society right now that is kind of like sad is that now with Spotify and YouTube and all these things and everybody having their own phone, we no longer sit around as the family and like watch shows together in the same way that we did or listen to artists in the same way. So now you have a kid that's listening to Bad Bunny and you're listening to MJ, in the same room 2 feet away from each other.
Right.
So it's hard. I don't know if there will ever be another star on his level for that reason.
Yeah.
Because having somebody that just unites everybody in that fashion, it may never happen again. Like that, he might be like the pinnacle of global stardom.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Well, I have a lot I want to say, and let's just get into the video, and we're probably gonna chat a little bit more about this, but I'm excited for this performance. I think I saw this a long time ago, but I don't remember it, so I'm super excited to revisit this, especially coming fresh off the Super Bowl.
when was this?
1993. So
Okay.
yeah, if I saw it, I watched it on YouTube maybe, but I don't think I have, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it, to be honest with you.
Well, let's get into it. That's not him, is it? All right, no. Oh! What an icon. He hasn't even moved a muscle yet, and it's just already the best show of all time. that, dude. He hasn't moved a muscle. Oh, God, dude. Wow. Wow. This is so good. Oh, it's just uncomparable. And I think the most noticeable thing, too, is the crowd. How loud the crowd is.
Yeah.
Like,
they're just like, everybody's into it.
Everybody's losing their mind. Oh, my God. This is so good. God, what a freaking icon, man. Wow.
Like you said, everybody's cheering.
Yeah.
Like everybody's so hyped.
That's just insane.
Have created their own personal drawings as a gift to the children of the world.
Oh my God, that is so cool. What? Bro. All right, can we just pause it for a second? Holy crap, dude. That is so cool, man. All like they got the entire stadium in on that.
I know, that's pretty wild that many people actually were able to pull that off.
Dude, that is literally even the eyes, like the eyes. Wow, man. That's just breathtaking.
Today, we stand together all around the world, joined in a common purpose to remake the planet into a haven of joy and understanding and goodness. No one should have to suffer, especially our children. This time, we must succeed. This is for the children of the world.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love, and the place be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. Fly so high, let our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. See the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if you cared enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me.
God, okay. I'm not gonna lie, like that made me so happy. But then when I started to think about it more, it made me so incredibly sad.
Why?
Because I mean, this is back in 1993. The whole Super Bowl was about bringing the world together, respecting all races, culture, children, just being better fucking people. And then you flash forward, what, 23 years later, or wait, more than that, 33 years later, and it's about like this whole Super Bowl was about pure division. Like, let's be 100% honest. Let's be 100% honest here, because I have to.
Yeah, with
say
the
this.
2 Super Bowl shows, that's, you know.
And one of them was clearly like, and dude, and I don't mean this into be negative to anybody, because I didn't feel like personal about it. I wasn't like pissed about it at all. But like, let's be honest. Like the alternate halftime show was completely about like white, red-blooded Americans. Like that's who it was for. And then you have the other one, which was clearly for the Latin culture. Like, and it was 2 completely divided.
Yeah, it was kind of the opposite of this.
The
complete, literally,
the
you
complete
have
fucking opposite.
You have, the hands clasped together. The banners with the white and black hand clasped together. That was the message of this. I completely forgot about that Michael Jackson song. I didn't even think about that. Like, he could have chosen so many other songs out of, all of the songs that he's done to do that are just like absolute, like, bangers to get people moving and dancing. And he used that as an opportunity to pick these like certain songs that were like about love and bringing people together. Like,
absolutely. It was beautiful. Like
it was totally a message of unity. And like, yeah.
And the sad thing is, like nobody, like we will revisit this. A lot of Michael Jackson fans love this. They know it. I know that many people watching here agree with us that like we wish times were like this. Like, we wish that people would unify more. And that's what the world's all about. Like, why the fuck are we so divided? It's disgusting. It's sad. But the truth is nobody even cares to make things better anymore. Like not nobody. Obviously, there's people like you and I and many people watching out there who see through the madness and we're like, why? But there's so many people that are so divided in their own lane that they have so much hate in their hearts for people who aren't like them. And this goes both sides. I'm not calling out the left or the right or certain cultures. Or
everybody's at each other's throats.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to give any ground. They don't want to admit that, if somebody on, either side does something good or positive, they don't want to admit that. They want to do a whataboutism. Well, oh yeah, but what about when they, and it is very heartbreaking to see that. I didn't watch the Kid Rock Super Bowl.
Like I didn't watch it.
I saw that it got like more views. I did see a clip where it looked like he was lip syncing.
He was.
And I was like,
clearly,
is he really lip syncing? But I get your point. It's like we've come to a time when it's so divided that people, feel that, oh, this halftime show was a slap in the face because they didn't do it in English. I do feel that it's a little bit of an interesting choice to be like, you're going to not have any songs in English for an American audience. And I get you can make the argument that they're trying to appeal to a global audience now.
Well,
but
that's their number one goal, is to globalize it.
Sure. I just look at it like the Bud Light thing where and so many other companies that do something that turns off their existing fan base and just blows up in their face. So it's like, take care of the people that have gotten you to where you're at. That's kind of how I feel about it. I don't really care because I'm not a big football fan. So I'm just like, whatever. I didn't see it as like a big deal. I'm like, you know, Bad Bunny is performing. He's the biggest artist on the planet, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Like more streams on Spotify than anyone else. So I'm like, so for that reason, I'm like, okay, he's got a massive audience. They wanted to appeal to this broader audience, whatever. Like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not stressed out about it. There's bigger problems in this world. Yeah. But this is a reminder of like, the message that Michael was trying to bring it back to him and what he was doing, with this specific intentionality, because that's what I see this as. He had an opportunity to get up on the stage, as so many other artists have done. So many other great artists that have done amazing performances. We just watched Prince. Amazing performance, right? And what is distinct to me that I'm realizing with this is not only and the music that he was making, because I saw a clip of him the other day that he was talking about. He writes like 120 songs for each album that he would release. At least he would do at least 120 songs for each album.
That's
right?
insane. Yeah.
So here he is recording all this music, and he made a conscious choice with recording, for whatever, how many songs were on this album, you know what I mean? At least 120. And the message that he was trying to convey with his album was a message of love and unity. And then his message of being on that stage where he could have picked anything from his entire, giant
Massive
catalog,
yeah.
of bangers, and nobody would have cared. They would have been like, I love this. Some people would be like, oh, he didn't play bad. Like, that's my favorite. Or,
Well, and I just want to also think about, like, this is one thing that gets my goat, right? About the halftime show is I don't like I said, Bad Bunny. Sure. I've heard plenty of Bad Bunny. I don't know any of the songs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what he's saying, but I hang out with a lot of Latina women and they love Bad Bunny. So I respect it. And I understand like why so many people loved it. And that's awesome. But like, let's just go into the sheer production of it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like bringing in all these cultures of people, having all those signs, like there was so literally 20 times more effort put into that performance than the Super Bowl halftime show that we just saw.
Yeah, they got literally everybody in the whole stadium involved.
Yeah, which just shows the decline. Like this one, they literally put up about a bunch of like wheat fields or what
I think it was sugarcane
fields. Yeah. And that's about it. And then he like went through, he didn't dance, he just went through it, which it just shows. And last year, like Kendrick Lamar's, like I'm not even just calling out this one. Last year, Kendrick Lamar's one sucked too. And everybody's like, oh, but all the symbolism he did in it. He's like, he literally called a dude a pedophile and like everybody screamed it out. There was no, it was trash too. So like just going back to what has happened in general in the halftime shows is just sad, but like it is devastating to know like where our society is at now compared to like what they were trying to do back then. So
I think Michael had a lot of messages he was trying to get out to people. I've been diving into his story more and more just because of the fact that we've been doing these, and then
he's just fascinating, really fascinating. But
yeah, super fascinating. I mean, like the more, and again, like as a kid, like everybody knew Michael. It's like, oh, I love his music, whatever. But as I got older, I kind of like grew out of it to a degree, and then just started listening to a lot of hip hop and stuff. So it was like, yeah, he's awesome, super talented artist, but I never like really delved into like a lot of his story and like, his history and some of the things that he did. And I always respect artists that take their creativity and use it as a means of spreading a message, which I don't think that I really gave him the credit or recognized at the time, like really how deeply he was doing that. And then also just, the things of like buying his own catalog, his split with like Sony Music and calling out certain record execs. Like he did a lot of things that were very, very brave, like at the time. And I did not recognize that. And now recently, and I'm seeing it. And when you obviously know the way that his name was dragged through the mud, and, I'm looking at that and I'm like, I think there was a lot more going on with him that, doesn't get the credit it deserves from a lot of people. His name was tarnished, but there was reasons for that. And I think a lot of it had to do with his speaking up and speaking out.
Yeah.
When nobody else was willing to do it.
Yeah.
So,
well, shout out to a legend, man. We love Michael Jackson on the channel, but you're right, everything you said. And I want to just end this video by saying, yeah, if you're watching this, if you feel strongly one way or another, that's fine. We're not going to sit here and try to change your mind, but just try to start being more respectful to everybody around you, man. Like the world would be a lot better if we were all just nicer and kinder to each other and understanding of differences, and that goes both sides. So,
well, and that is one thing, like, if we're going to leave it on that note, like politics wasn't a thing. Like at this time, like I would have been 14 years old. I don't remember talking about politics really. There was the scandal with Bill Clinton. Of course, everybody knew about that. But like in our friend groups, it wasn't a thing. We weren't choosing people based off of what their political views are.
I literally went out on a date the other night, and within 10 minutes, she asked me, are you a conservative? Because if you're a conservative, I can't date you. And I'm like, well, here, I was like, here we go. And I kind of gave her my whole, you know, true, honest belief about it. And like the fact is I don't have hate in my heart for anybody. And that's just the main thing that
see, that makes me angry and sad at the same time, because I'm like, the only people that's benefiting is the politicians. That's it. That's the only people it's benefiting, to put a human being in a little box like that. And it just makes me so sad, because it's like, okay, well, how much fucking time do you have? Because like, let's talk about this policy and why I feel this way. And then let's talk about this policy and why I feel this way. And then if you look at it, it's like, oh, I have some views that would be considered liberal, some views that would be conservative, but that's not okay. Now they've forced us, you know,
to put a flag in the ground,
and say, okay, this is what I'm in, and you've got to pick a side. Like, and it's so gross that we've come to that point, because again, like, these people that are doing this are not doing anything for us. We're actually not getting a benefit from it. It's not like when one side gets in office, our lives dramatically change for the better. They seem to change for the worse
every time.
In some ways. It's just like something gets stripped from us, you know? So it's like, what are they going to take from us? Like, that's what it feels like what I'm voting for. Like, well, one side's going to fuck me when another side's going to fuck me harder.
And no matter what, you know, that half of, I mean, and I'm speaking for America now, you know, if we have viewers, if you're viewing outside of America, this is just what we feel in America. But like, yeah, no matter who gets voted in, half of the country is going to be enraged, and it's just going to be, you know, terrible. And then the other half of the country is going to be telling the other half to go fuck themselves. And it's like, who is this? How is this benefiting? Like, you, what is this doing for you?
Yeah. And it seems like that's a global phenomenon, though, because when you look around, I mean, I'm sure that, you know, listeners all over the world, whether they're in the UK or, you know, in Australia or Canada. I mean, can you really sit there and say that you feel, if so, I mean, that would be great. Maybe there is a ray of light and you feel like the politicians and the political class and the elite class are actually doing a great job, and you've seen your life change for the better in the last 5 years. I would love to hear that, because maybe I need to move there. Maybe I need to go, you know, immigrate somewhere where you feel that the government and the politicians and elites are taking care of you. I'm open to suggestions, but I do not feel like that is going to be the common theme for the people all over the world.
Yeah.
So,
well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in today, man. I know this is a long one. If you're still here, we love you, and we would love to hear your thoughts as well.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, though, drop a like. That was an absolute amazing halftime performance. And if you want to join us on this journey of just, you know, discovering new stuff, having conversations like this, hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to follow along this journey.
That's right. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.